On brighter notes.
Yeah, moving along.
We're going to Broome.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Off to Pender Bay today. The forecast is a little bit more favourable.
Almost there. The drive in up Broome Cape Leveque Road. It was raining the whole time. Look at the state of that camper. Oh man. I can't wait to throw a line out there either.
Whoa! How big? Dude, that's huge!
G'day guys and welcome back to another episode. We are hitting Broome. 2, possibly 3 nights. Cam's super excited. We had originally intended to come to Broome for 5 nights, and then with Miranda's appendix and we lost some time there, we basically scratched Broome off our list. But as fate would have it, we need to go to Broome now to fix our smashed windscreen.
Thank you, smashed windscreen.
We just stopped off at the Prison Boab tree just outside of Derby. Pretty grim story, to be honest. In the late 1800s, there was kidnappers called blackbirders. They would basically kidnap young Aboriginal men and use them for labour on pearl boats, for the pearling industry. Yeah. So,
and they used to store them there while they waited for a boat.
Yep. And they used to overnight them there and store them in that prison tree.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Not very nice. Anywho, on brighter notes.
Yeah, moving along.
We're going to Broome.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Good morning. So we got to Broome yesterday and set up, and we went shopping and stocked up because we were completely out of everything, and headed to Matzo's, got our mango beer, which was delicious, but we didn't end up doing any filming yesterday because when we were in Mataranka, we met up with the family and the kids headed off, and we headed off with the parents, and we ended up catching up with them in Darwin. And when we got back from shopping, we couldn't believe it, but they were setting up in the site next door to us because they're currently on a trip. We had no idea. So we ended up just catching up with them and hearing what they've been up to. But so next day now, we've headed out. We're just going to try and do a few things that we didn't do last time we were in Broome here a couple of years ago. And we've headed out to a place called the Red Sand Beach. You see lots of pictures on Instagram of this place, and it looks amazing on a nice sunny day, that blue water meeting the red sand. But unfortunately, it's a bit overcast today and the tide's completely out, but still quite pretty. Big storm meant to be rolling through. They're actually closing the Gibb tomorrow, so we've gotten off just in time. I'm not too sure how long that's going to be closed for. I guess it just depends on how much rain they end up getting. So we're going to go check out a few things today and see what we can get up to before we got to take the car in tomorrow and head up to Pender Bay.
As Miranda was saying earlier, we're only in Broome for a couple of days, so we haven't really been able to go out and do many touristy things. We went to the Red Sand Beach, where we've just come from, and we couldn't help but feel the pull of Matzo's again, so that's why we're back here.
We're having lunch.
Yeah, we're having lunch, a couple of little cheeky beers. We did walk around town for a little bit, but we're sort of unable to really venture out and do anything too exciting.
We're hoping to get a call about the windscreen, so we're sticking close just in case they can fit us in. But
booked in for tomorrow, but the fella said, you know, if I can fit you Monday, we'll get you in earlier, because we can't actually get any more nights at the caravan park, so we're booked in for the windscreen tomorrow at 8, so we actually have to have the camper packed up and left by 8 to drop the camper off somewhere while the windscreen's getting repaired, and then off to Pender Bay tomorrow. Yep, and it's only about 200 k's to Pender Bay, if that.
Yeah, not even that, I don't think. It's just over 100,
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
So hopefully they can crack on with this windscreen and we can get up to Pender and start fishing. As you'd expect from a country brewery, we had a fella come up to us and he goes, "Your kids would look like they'd like to look after my dog while I go and get a beer."
So we're dog sitting
Yes.
Ruby. She's beautiful.
She is.
Off to Pender Bay today. The forecast is a little bit more favourable. It rained all last night. Everything is soaked on the outside. A little bit of moisture, like dampness on the inside of the canvas, but the awning, like the whole, it's saturated. We have to be packed up and out of here by 8 o'clock to get the car windscreen replaced. So our plan was, still is, take everything, trailer the whole lot, pack up, drop the car off at 8 o'clock, and then shoot up to Pender Bay. So everything's going to get folded up and packed away, wet, grassy, muddy. Bonus, the car is ever so slightly a little bit cleaner, but not really. Anyway, I'm going to get back to finishing my second coffee and packing up in the rain.
Almost there. The drive in up Broome Cape Leveque Road, it was raining the whole time, and a lot of the spillways, like the spoon drains, were full of water. There's mud everywhere on the side of the road, and that's our road in now. I've just let all the tyres down, and it's like it's like sticky, boggy mud. There's a few caravans already gone through ahead of us. They were letting their tyres down as we pulled up, and they've gone, so we got someone else to test the track before we get there because it's gonna be sloppy. Well, here we are at last, Pender Bay. Wet, cold, windy, muddy. Look at the state of that camper. Oh man. But, what do you think? Once the sun comes out, those red cliffs are stunning. Imagine that at sunset. And apparently the fishing's really good here too. Oh, I'm standing in the hole. Shorty again.
Fishing's good nowhere for us.
Fishing is good nowhere for us. You're absolutely correct. Now, are you prepared to get muddy and sandy and help set up?
No.
Of course not. Come on, let's get into it.
No!
Alright, so I'll just give you a little whip around our campsite. The awning's up. We're here for 5 nights, so we need it up anyway, but we had to put it up straight away because it was soaking wet. We had it up last night and it absolutely pissed down, and it was a bit of a pain in the bum putting it up, to be honest, because this ground is all sandy, so we couldn't get the pegs in for the guy ropes. You can see I've used the old tree anchor there, the old tree root. Got a couple of rocks, and there's also another tree root there. So this site, it looks like they've had a bobcat or an excavator in here, something like that. They've actually sort of cleared the land a little bit, and all this all this brush here, they've pushed it to the side and done like a little bit of a burn off. So the kids are frantically collecting firewood because we're going to get a fire cranking because it's a little bit cold. It's the coldest we've been on this trip. It's only 17, 18 degrees, something like that. Which is positively warm in some parts of the world, but here it's cold. We've been experiencing like mid to low 30s and higher. And that pile of wood is courtesy of the kids. They've been collecting it out of this scrub that's been pushed to the side, so that's already dead, ready to burn. So I'm going to get the fire down, prepare that and see if we can get something going. It's really wet though, unfortunately. All that wood's really damp, so might have to use a couple of fire lighters for this one. Yeah. Well done, kids. Appreciate that. Check out this. Look at the state of that, hey.
The new windscreen looks different.
There's a new windscreen. It's solid, mate.
It looks different.
It does look a bit different. I agree. Anyway, it's better than the blue plastic we had. Have a look at this, hey. Like some of those puddles we were coming through. Look at that. Yeah, wow. Yeah, some of those puddles had me a little bit worried, but what we've done to this car, honestly, I shake my head sometimes. What we're prepared to do with our rigs is yeah, quite surprising. But hey, that's why you buy this gear, right? So you can come and have these experiences off-grid in the middle of nowhere, experiencing the natural beauty. I can't wait to throw a line out there either. Can't see anyone fishing at the moment, it's just too windy and mucky. These guys camp next to us over there, they've got a couple of tinnies and there's like a boat ramp. It's not really a boat ramp, it's just a section where you can drive down on the beach and push your boat in, but we'll throw a line in there probably tomorrow, mate, I reckon.
Probably not catch anything.
Hey, 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 hey. Did you hear what he said? Say it again.
We'll probably not catch anything.
He's probably right. Anyway, make this fire, have a beer, catch us in a bit. So that's the driveway down to the beach and you can see all that red sand. I was talking to one of the tourists just before who's staying here. They've been here for 2.5 weeks and they reckon with all the rain that they had, it was just like red waterfalls just coming off of these cliffs here. And they said that the tide, like the ocean was red. The tide that came in was red, the tide that went out was red. They said it was just absolutely magic. And I just got to talking to another tourist. He was walking back up that ramp not 2 seconds ago with a fishing rod and a bucket in hand. He caught nothing. But last night, off the beach, he caught a blue bone. If that's true, man, woo, we better be eating fish while we're here. We do have a freezer full of food though, so we're not gonna starve. But anyway, like I said, we're here for 5 days, so the weather's gonna break. We'll get some sun, dry out the camper, dry ourselves out, catch some fish for dinner, hopefully. Come on. Good morning and welcome to beautiful Pender Bay. Just checked the forecast. It's going to be overcast for the whole time we're here, with squally winds on the last 2 days, so that doesn't bode well for the awning. That'll be coming down. I've got to be honest, I'm actually a little bit concerned about our battery capacity. If it's going to be this heavily overcast for our stay here, we might actually have to back the car up and plug in the Anderson plug and idle for a little bit just to get some charge back in those batteries. I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping that the overcast weather is a little bit sort of patchy. Hopefully we can get a little bit back into the batteries, because that's the last thing you want to do is be idling the car. Our closest neighbours are pretty far away, so it's not going to annoy them. It just annoys me that I have to do that. Anyway, here's what it is. We'll wait and see. Yeah, it's a real shame actually that it's going to be overcast for our whole time here, because I mean it's still beautiful, it's still stunning, but it'd be even nicer if it was sunny. Anyway, not to worry. this will do me just fine. Bit windy, bit overcast, and I don't care. Well, I've got 2 rods out there, not a bite at all. Don't really care. Just checked my watch, it's bang on 12 o'clock, and I went for a 6k run earlier, so I do not feel guilty at all. And I'm on holidays. Cheers. Now, I don't know if you can see from there, one of my rods has actually fallen over. Now, I seriously doubt that's fallen over because there's a fish on. Anyway, whatever. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the view.
Whoa! How big? Dude, that's huge! We got dinner! We got dinner! That's a blue bone!
No, that's a mackerel.
Oh man! Yes! Is he too small?
I have no idea, mate. Hang on, leave it recording.
Whoa! Jeez, Marie!
He's massive!
There you go.
That's a big fish!
Dad, but he still has nerves.
That's
Look
a
at
good
his teeth!
That was fun. That was a bit of excitement. Sitting here, minding my own business, drinking my beer. All of a sudden, the rod's doing this. It's the crappiest, cheapest, tiniest little rod. Woo! Look at him. That's what I call a dinner fish. That was a great little session. Only the one fish. I wasn't expecting to catch anything, so that's a bonus. Now, it's time to go back and see what Miranda thinks. Hey Miranda. Come out here.
Wow, he's a weird one, isn't he?
He's massive. It's a type of
He's gross. Die! Yeah. Ew, he's creepy. He's creepy.
Oh,
Don't
stop.
camera, please.
Stop.
Go.
He's a big fatty.
Time to prepare him. That's for dinner, yeah?
He's big.
See the look on her face? She's like, oh, I'm not eating that thing.
Let's cook it on the hot coals of the fire.
No.
He's big. Weird.
He's 63 centimeters.
Oh.
More than an inch. How you doing, Daddy?
Hey, buddy. Yeah, pretty good. How's that for a fillet? Look at that.
Pretty good.
Mate, no bones at all.
No bones.
No, just got to skin this one.
Oh.
And we'll shallow pan fry it, I think. But
Okay.
what a difference a sharp filleting knife makes, hey?
Yeah.
Like, we caught some fish in Karumba and I
Yep.
absolutely butchered that filleting. Then I
Yep.
bought a knife sharpener when we were in Kununurra, and mate, it's easy to fillet. It's so good. Look at that.
I know.
Oh.
Oh, you left
So
a bit
egg
of
wash and
scale.
some panko. No, that's all flesh there.
No,
Just gotta
on the
wash
other
it off.
side.
No, it's all good.
Mm.
Alright, fillet this other one,
You really
and then I'll
mate.
rinse them, egg wash, panko, shallow fry, and that's dinner
Yeah.
tonight. So just starting to prepare dinner, and I look up. You're not going to be able to see on the GoPro, but the colours, because the sun's going down, is just spectacular. I mean, the sun's over here. So it probably looks quite grey and washed out, but that's pretty. But this Cape Leveque and Dampier Peninsula, and it's stretching out there to the north. That was just glowing red not a second ago. It was like iridescent red. It was stunning. Anyway, so fish and chips for dinner tonight. I've got the, that's all the fillet. Look at that. I cut it into 8 good sized pieces of fish. That's that mackerel at a corp. I'm going to egg wash that and just put some panko breadcrumbs on it and shallow fry it. And we've also got chips. Good old fashioned fish and chips, home style. Now, half of these chips just straight out of a packet, but we had hardly any. So we got 4 spuds, chopped them up into chips, and I seasoned them with garlic, oil, garlic salt, and some barbecue chipotle steak rub. Hopefully it's not too spicy for the kids, but I won't tell them. Hopefully it works out. We'll find out. You looking forward to dinner?
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah?
Yep.
Right, dinner's up.
Thanks, Daddy.
You're welcome, buddy. What's it like, guys?
Yummy.
Tasty.
Is it? Oh, he's drowned it in tomato sauce. Surprise, surprise. Is it good?
Yeah.
But this fish is, it's really good.
I've got a mouthful. It is very tasty.
Daddy, you look creepy.
Are you proud of your man?
You're my hero. Right.
Just what I wanted to hear. Well, don't mind us. We're going to finish dinner, chill out by the fire. We'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning, everyone. That's a pleasant sunrise. It's, what is it, 6:30, just got up. Bit of a sleep in today. It was so windy last night, man. That coffee's still going. It was ridiculous. It really was. The awning hasn't come down. It looks like it has. What I did when I heard everything rattling around, I just came out and lowered all the poles and retensioned the guy ropes. There's 7 guy ropes out, so it's fine. It's not going anywhere. I'd had them out from the beginning because it was a little bit breezy when we first put it up. But yeah, basically I just lowered the whole thing just so I wouldn't catch as much wind, and that actually worked. It looks like it's come apart, but it's not. It's just that the end poles are a lot lower than the centre one because that only comes down a little ways. Anyway, anywhooty, fishing today, walking along the beach. Don't know. First things first, I've got to get my coffee. It's just gone midday. It's been one of those funny old sort of mornings. We haven't really done a great deal. I suppose that's a bit unfair. Miranda actually cleaned the inside of the car. It was filthy, man. And I spent a fair bit of time preparing the firewood for the next couple of nights. We're just on a walk at the moment. Miranda says there's some sort of rock pool that you can go swimming in. I don't think I'll be going swimming because it's probably going to be pretty cold. But I think it's off the shore a little bit, sort of nestled into the cliff somewhere. It's like a rock pool. This is the perfect way to end a lazy day. Have a look out there, would you? A fire, sound of the ocean, and a roast dinner. Cheers, good night, see you tomorrow.
Cheers.
Well, good morning, everybody. So unfortunately the rain came in last night. It wasn't really that bad. Thankfully the wind was pretty much non-existent. It was just a pitter-patter of rain on the canvas. And we wake up this morning and everything's obviously soaking wet outside. So we're meant to have another 2 nights here, but Miranda was looking at the forecast yesterday, and other than the rain that we got last night, it's forecast tomorrow, which will be Saturday, to be super windy, and we're camped right on the cliff there. So we've been in pretty strong winds with the Robbo before, and it hasn't been a huge drama, but you don't get a good night's sleep because all you can hear is the canvas rattling and the poles creaking. So we're possibly going to be packing up tomorrow and pushing on to our next destination. And with the time that we lost with Miranda's appendix operation, it's probably a good idea to push on. Plus, if it's going to be super windy, that's not comfortable at all. So this is probably going to be our last full day, and to be honest, if this is our last full day, I think I might spend most of it fishing and not catching anything. I'm going to finish my morning stroll. Obviously, if you noticed, the coffee mug's empty, so I need to go back and make myself another one.
What is that?
So much for not expecting to catch anything. I've just gotten back to camp with my catch, and I was hoping Miranda was going to be here to gauge her reaction, because I reckon she's just going to have a look of sheer disgust on her face when she sees that. But she's not here. She's taken off somewhere. I'm not too sure. The car's not here. She's MIA. Anyway, when she gets back, I'll be sure to see what she says when she sees this fish. What do you reckon your mum's reaction is going to be, Cam, when she sees that?
Yuck.
Yep, yep. That's exactly what I thought. Have a look at those teeth.
Give him a kiss.
No, I am not giving him a kiss, mate. Now, I need to work out how I'm going to cook this guy. All right, here she is.
Wow. What an ugly thing. Oh, don't get it near me. Strange.
There's the teeth on it.
Yeah.
Dare to touch it.
No,
Don't touch it. Just a
no,
little
thank
bit.
you.
Just the tip.
Give him a
Just
kiss.
the tip.
Give him a
Yeah,
kiss.
don't
You don't want to touch my
I knew she'd be disgusted. We've been listening to audiobooks in the car, and I introduced the kids to Treasure Island. And this fish is a long tom. And Cam's been calling him Long Tom Silver.
He's silver on him and he's a long tom.
Yep. Long tom. He's a big, long fish.
He's called a long tom for a reason.
Well, that would have to be one of the most difficult fish I've ever had to fillet. In hindsight, I probably should have cooked it whole and just picked it off with a fork, but have a look at that. So many bones in that thing. That is pure flesh, no bones. And I got all of that. That's all boneless flesh. So that's going to be a late lunch, early dinner. Same old trick. Egg wash, breadcrumbs, shallow fry. Mwah. How is it, kids? Yummy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all gone.
That's nice.
All gone, that's a good sign. But wait, there's more. That's only half of one fish. That's a good feed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 kids, 2 adults. It's alright. No trip to Pender Bay will be complete without a photo in front of Love Heart Rock.
Thanks you for watching.
Catch you next week.